welcome, and I hope you all are doing well today. Today we are looking at Sammy Steel versus Micro Mob. This is a Mighty Max knockoff. We have looked at plenty of Polly Pocket knockoffs, but never a Mighty Max one, and that's because, as far as I know, there just aren't that many out there. This is the Vicious Volcano set. This was the first in the first series of Sammy Steel versus Micro Mob. There were 4 sets in the series. This was made by Imperial in 1993. Imperial is still around, still making toys today. Back in the 90s, you would have found Sammy Steel in discount stores like dollar stores or Big Lots or Odd Lots. I, of course, didn't know anything about them back then. I didn't even know anything really about Mighty Max back then, or if I did, I don't recall ever seeing him. So this is called Vicious Volcano, and you can kind of tell that they were trying to make the case look like a volcano, while the outside might be a little lacking compared to a Mighty Max set. You definitely could just set it down like this and pretend it was a volcano and have your characters out here climbing up the volcano, jumping in, whatever. There's obviously not a whole lot of detail going in the case. Obviously, Mighty Max always put tons of design work into their cases to make them look like the monster or the villain that you would be fighting. So, for example, we'll bring in this Mighty Max set. They put way more work and effort into Mighty Max sets than Imperial did into Sammy Steel. The quality, the plastic quality, of course, is nowhere near the same. Mighty Max, of course, has the vintage Polly Pocket quality to it because it's also made by Bluebird, whereas this, I don't know if you can tell just by the sound, it's just not very good. I love knockoff playsets. I realize they're not going to be the same quality. I don't buy them for their quality. I buy them because I just really like knockoff compact playsets and I enjoy having them in my collection. So on the back here, one thing that I don't think Mighty Max ever did was they gave us a little clip here so that a child could, put it on their pants or their belt or whatever. I don't think it's really necessary. Not only does it just give us another area that could break easily, but it also makes the bottom of the playset uneven, so when you set it down, it does kind of rock back and forth, which is just kind of frustrating if you're trying to play. So there's not much else to talk about the outside of the case. Let's just go ahead and open it up and take a look inside. So here is the inside, a little bland compared to a Mighty Max set, but right away I can kind of tell what they were going for here. What they were trying to emulate is this Mighty Max set from 1992. You can tell they were going for a similar cave feel. Obviously, Mighty Max did it way better with way more detail, way more areas to interact and play in, but, Sammy Steel, he was trying. This Mighty Max set came out in 92. Whereas this Sammy Steel set came out in 93, so obviously Sammy Steel didn't wait too long before trying to steal Max's thunder. So if we start up here at the top, it's just a very bland, brown, cheap plastic cave. We do get a sticker up here at the top. We can see bones and dinosaur eggs in the grass over here. I appreciate that they at least put a sticker there to give us some detail. What I don't like about this set is it's kind of hard to see here, but there's space behind here. It can also fit behind this platform, so if you were to shove a character back there, it might be lost for good. There might not be any way to get that back because there's not a whole lot going on in the top. We'll just move down to the bottom. This is pretty much where all the play area is. We have some bones. We have a body of water here. We have a volcano over here. We've got some grass, some greenery around. And here we actually have the only real interactive part of the playset, a volcano, which has a little button here. And if we press that button, it's kind of hard. I don't know if you kind of have to pull up on it and then pull it down. You get, some lava sort of spewing out. There we go. Kind of works. Kind of looks like lava. It's something. Please don't mind the hairs that I just saw. Those are cat hairs, of course. If you have cats, there's hairs everywhere. And the reason why they're sticking is because that area right there, and even there on the dinosaur, is very sticky. If you can see, yeah, you can kind of tell there's some sticky spots. I tried to clean it up the best I could, but trying to clean it just meant rubbing the paint off. So I'm not sure if I should just clean it, take the paint off, and try to repaint it the best I can, or if I should just put some clear sealer over everything, just seal in that stickiness. I don't know. I'm not sure what the best course of action is. Maybe you guys have some suggestions on what you think I should do about that. I definitely don't want to leave it sticky like this because it's just going to get worse. Like I was talking about how uneven it is because of this clip here. When you have the set open and you go to set it up, it kind of falls backwards. The best you can get is, well, I can't really show you. The best is that it kind of sits like that a little bit, but sometimes it just wants to just fall over. But that is the set. Let's take a look at characters. I do have the full set, thankfully. So the first things we're going to look at are these little dinosaurs. You get 3 dinosaurs with this set. This one's probably my least favorite. It's just very plain and brown. They didn't put much detail work into him. We have this little guy. He's kind of cute. He's white with red spots and a greenish yellow spine. And then this guy is probably my favorite just because he's so itty bitty. He is brown and green. I think he's pretty adorable. Now all of these are very bendy rubber, not hard plastic at all, which is unfortunate, but they are cute for what they are, and they're all in pretty good condition considering their age and considering how cheaply made I'm sure they were. Now we also get this caveman. Decent amount of detail work. He is a hard plastic at least. His arm is getting a bit sticky and the paint is rubbing off. Another area I'm not sure if I should try to repaint or if I should just seal over it to preserve what paint there is left. And of course the star of the show, Sammy Steel. So this is obviously our little Mighty Max knockoff boy. He's a little scary. He's a little weird. He does have detail. His clothes are painted. He's got on shoes. You can actually see his little sneakers. He has blonde hair and black eyes. His mouth is painted red. He's wearing a bluish green jacket with a white shirt, I think, underneath. Some orange shorts and white sneakers. I'm not so sure about his little rat tail in the back, but it's a style. One interesting thing I found out about Sammy Steel set and this mold is they actually use the same mold to make a Flintstones playset. It's the exact same playset but with just different stickers, slightly different details, and of course the characters were the Flintstones. I thought that was really interesting. Anything I know about Sammy Steel I learned from Mike'sToyBox.net. I will put the link to his website in the description. He has a wonderful website talking about all sorts of toys, especially knockoff toys. He's the best source, in my opinion, for any knockoff Polly Pocket or Mighty Max sets. I love his website. So there you go, guys. That was the 1993 Sammy Steel versus Micro Mob Vicious Volcano playset. I'm really excited to have a knockoff Mighty Max playset in my collection now. I'll definitely be keeping my eye out for more Sammy Steel sets. I love that you guys are here, and I really appreciate all of you who have been enjoying my videos and commenting and subscribing. I can't believe I'm on my way to 500 subscribers. That is crazy to me. Thank you all so much. I hope you all enjoyed this video. I hope you are having a wonderful day, and I hope to see you all in the next video. Bye.